Hey everybody, Lisa Quilting in the Valley again. We're going to talk borders, putting borders on your quilts. This is particularly important when you have a larger quilt like this. So a lot of quilters that I know, and I've done this myself, will take a shortcut when putting their borders on. They'll just go ahead, cut them, piece them, and then sew them to the side of the quilt, which is great if you have a very small project and you don't have a lot of variation. If, however, you're sewing your border strip on, and let's say you have the border piece on the bottom and your quilt on the top, your feed dogs are pulling that single piece of fabric in a little bit more than your top is feeding through, because your top is got some friction against the foot because of seam allowances and all that kind of stuff. And what you're going to end up with is a ruffled border. You're going to get more border on than you have quilt. And then when you go to have it long-armed or quilt it yourself, you're going to get tucks, and that's not good. So what you want to do is you want to take your finished quilt center, measure it from the top to the bottom, take that measurement and cut your borders to that measurement. This will also help you square your quilt up. Then you're going to take your big, especially on a big one like this one's I think 104 by 108 or something. If you take your border strip that you've pre-measured and pre-cut, fold it in half, then fold it again in half and mark those quarters, you can then line that up with your quilt center to make sure that everything is fed in evenly and it comes out nice and square. When you've got those side borders on, then you're going to go ahead and measure from side to side through the center of the quilt. Again, cut your border strips to match. Fold them into half, fold them again into half. That's your quarters. Mark your quarters, line them up with your quilt, and pin them on before you sew them. That gives you a nice flat quilt that will long arm very easily. Okay, we'll see you next time.